Saturday, everybody. Hey, it's old Randy. Today I'm talking about myscreenkit.net, and that's all. We have made some exciting changes, or I should say, some changes are getting ready to come up. So feel free to shoot me any questions, thoughts, ideas while you're here. Subscribe. We're slowly getting more and more. But let's talk myscreenkit.net. As you guys are aware, we went public January 2024, so just a few months ago. Amazing. I am loving what's happening so far. But of course, we have received hundreds of questions, requests, thoughts, ideas, changes, and I'm bringing these to you guys exclusively today, and look for this over the next few weeks. As you know, our kits come pre-sized, 3660, 4860, whatever the case. There are about 10 or 12 sizes that we pre-cut, and we put it inside these tubes and ship it to you. Of course, 72 is our longest, 72 is our widest, so keep that in mind. But right now, of course, we do everything with the square exterior corners because not everybody has a miter saw, and even then, a lot of us don't even know how to use miter saws to create that angle. So if you don't have a miter saw, this is why this is perfect, because you can use a miter box with a handsaw, square off the corner, ask your neighbor to just give you a quick trim down, or if you have a saw, do it yourself. Because you can use pretty much any saw with this. It's a very rigid aluminum. It doesn't like to splinter, so it's very clean. It's a beautiful cut. But right now, the square corners is what we stick in every kit. But we've received hundreds of requests, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds. When can we start doing the miter pre-cut, ready to assemble kits? Well, it's time. What we're going to do is we're going to add a secondary drop-down menu where you can pre-select your size down to a 16th. So let's say 34 and 1/16, 7/16, whichever the case. You'll be able to give us your width as well as your height. Now, of course, it's going to be pre-cut and mitered for you. So you're going to get this. We're going to assemble it here. We're going to make sure we did it correctly. We're going to verify our sizes, and then we're going to put it in our trusty tube, broke down, send it to you. Now, the big change will be, instead of these beautiful exterior rigid plastic corners, we're going to instead give you these beautiful aluminum interior corners. And of course, they just slide right on in there like that. Easy peasy. Put it together. You guys have seen the how-to video. Of course, if you haven't, once you receive your kit, I urge you to go to that. It's 10 minutes long, step by step, plenty of places you can pause it and do it yourself. But today also, today also I would like to let everyone know that we're also going to do even more for you dealers. And what do I mean by that? Of course, we're located inside Houston. So Houston, Dallas, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, the big cities has a manufacturer of screens. No matter who they are, or it might be a little small business, could be a monster-sized facility. I feel blessed. We have about 10,000 square foot that we manufacture our screens in, so we definitely have room and plenty of it. But for you dealers who have a hard time getting material that you need, because maybe you're 100 miles out of the big city, wherever that may be. I can't even think of a name of a town. But maybe you're outside of a major city and you can't necessarily get rigid material, good material that you need, bulk material because of the cost. Order the kits. What we're going to do is we're going to set up more for you as a dealer, especially if you're buying 20, 30, 40 of these a week. We're going to give you a price that's awesome. And at the same time, I'm going to give you a little insight. Order 60 by 60, 72 kits. They're the same size. It's $55. So that when you get that, 72-inch windows aren't very common. In fact, we probably do one a year. And even at a 60-inch window, 5-foot square, we probably do less than a dozen a year because it's just not a popular size. And it's just a whole lot of glass. So most homeowners don't even want it because the cost of replacing that if it ever breaks is ridiculous. I mean, we're talking needing a second job, maybe even a second mortgage as far as being able to pay for that glass. But that's okay. But what I was going to say is I'm going to encourage you as a dealer to order those large ones. Get 4 or 5 or 6 of those. And why? Because we're going to give you the opportunity, or at least I want to give you the opportunity to chop that down to, say, a 3 foot by 6 foot, or a 4 foot by 6 foot. where you can get more than one window out of the kit. It's a great idea. And at the same time, we're going to add a spot where you can ask for extra corners, maybe extra spline, a couple extra bars, whatever the case, more crossbars, pins, all of the parts and pieces you need, we're going to make sure you have. So that's going to be a section just for screen companies, dealers, whether this is a weekend warrior or this is a full-time job. I actually started this as something to do for just 90 days, and then I was going to go to work for a major company. And I just started this to have myself something to do. My beautiful bride at the time, well, at the time, my beautiful bride now, but at the time we were just dating. And she said, you should try that. And here we are literally 20 years later, just loving the industry. So whether you're a weekend warrior or you're going to do it full time, I'll just encourage you to maybe buy those larger kits. So that is something we're adding as well for you dealers or you weekend warriors across the country to do that. So just to, and one other major change. We all know that the fiberglass bug screens that come with our windows is a very, very cheap product. I personally hate it. It rips easy, it tears easy, it fades, it crunches up because it just gets old and yucky after a few years. Well, I had actually another company, and of all places in the beautiful city of Calgary, for us Americans, that's up north of the border. He's fantastic. I love talking to the guy because of that. I love that, and I'm not making fun of you. I actually enjoy that. As you know, I'm from Detroit, or at least I was raised outside of Detroit. So hearing a conversation that ends with the letter A was common. I mean, we didn't ask for soda up north. We asked for a pop. So, language change. But either way, he had told me that he exclusively went to Pfeiffer's 1814. And what does that mean? I realize that's a technical mumbo jumbo. 1814 is the numeral, I guess, for the material, also known as pool and patio. It cost me about 40% more than standard fiberglass, which is 1816, and I hope I'm saying that right. If I'm not, I will correct it later in some comments. But we're going to purposely use this because this is 20, 30 times stronger. It's designed to have things hit it. After all, it was made for a pool and patio enclosure. But our kits, starting at the end of this month, because I've just ordered 40 rolls of this in different sizes, 3 foot, 4 foot, 5 foot, and 6 foot. Just in case. Hopefully I'll never need anything that big, but if I do, I have it. So this will just naturally change, take the place of. And I think for you guys who has mentioned to me that the fiberglass tends to wrinkle while you're rolling, of course, I've given some of you some advice along the way that have gotten the bug screen kits, how to pull that to make it more taut so that you don't have wrinkles. Well, this 1814, I made about 2 dozen of these last night that were 36 by 94, and it was a patio enclosure, and none of it wrinkled. I mean, it just went in as smooth. Oh my, it's like putting I don't know, some butter on my biscuits or something. Just smooth, baby. So this is a big change that will just naturally happen. I will not add more to the cost. This is just something that we're going to do here to give you a better product that will last you hopefully a whole lot longer, stay beautiful, and make it easier for you to roll. And again, this is made by Pfeiffer. It's actually the only thing in my shop that comes from Pfeiffer, and it's the 1814. And I'm really excited to use it. And this one here, of course, is charcoal in color. And the camera, and even in my hand, it looks black, but officially it's known as charcoal. So, just to reiterate, dealers, we're going to make it a whole lot easier for you to get 20, 30, 40, 50 kits at a time. Which incidentally, that same gentleman I was talking about up in Calgary just ordered 31 of them. And he took my advice before I even came on the video to tell you, order them large. That way you can cut them down and make a little extra coin on your own. Again, we talked about the mitered corner. Now, we haven't determined yet how much, but most likely $5 tops if you want this kit. Most likely a little bit less, but I don't see any reason to go any higher than that because we're already using the saw. It's just a matter of switching things around from the square corner to a mitered corner. Of course, our tubing still stays the same. I get all of it from Uline, as well as Half Price Box, right here in Houston. Of course, Uline's a national company. They are fantastic, and they've always taken care of us. And then, of course, as you guys know, I ship either FedEx or UPS. More lately UPS because the price has been a lot better. And although right at the moment I still charge $6 for shipping, you're basically paying for the tube. I'm paying for the shipping, and it doesn't matter. I don't care if it costs $100. I want you to have the best product in America, and I want you to have my screen kit. One other thing I'm really, really excited about is hopefully by the end of this year, if not early next year, we will be a publicly traded company. MyScreenKit.net, to my knowledge, and all of the work we've done with our attorney has told us that we will be the only window screen manufacturer / company or in the industry that is publicly traded. Oh, I'm so excited about that. So you can own a piece, and we're actually working that out right now with a few of the dealers that we're already signing. I'm kind of encouraging them. The more they order, I'm going to throw some shares their way, and I want to make sure that's okay with FCC. I got to make sure I'm not hurting anyone, but I want to reward them. I want to thank you guys. You're giving me a life that I love. I love this industry, and you guys are supporting it, and I thank you so much. It's one of the beautiful things about our country is we have such a diverse amount of folks from every walk of life, and especially here in Houston. If every country isn't represented by somebody in Houston, I would be surprised. But I absolutely love it because I love the different foods and religions and just the way kids are raised, or shows, television, music. I mean, just the culture tickles me. And I would have never made a good racist because I love different cultures. And I also love visiting different countries. But MyScreenKit.net. Think about us. Remember us. Okay. You got it. Remember us, think about us, pray for us. But MyScreenKit.net, again, solar screens, $55. Bug screens, I think, are 25 or 30, one or the other. How-to videos. It's on the QR label that's on each and every single tube. Most tubes have 2 to 3 kits in it. Just depends on size. Is there anything else? I don't want to keep you guys. I want you to enjoy your day, but I just wanted to preach about MyScreenKit.net because we just hit 11,000, almost 11,000 orders. Sales. Orders. Okay, so not necessarily that many kits. It should have been a lot more because I know a lot of folks have gotten, 2 or 3 at a time. And we're just shy of 11,000. My Lord, it's just this first week of April, maybe the second week of April. Wow, praise God. I love it. Woo! MyScreenKit.net. Come on, take a look. If there's something on that site that tickles you, tell me about it. Send me an email. I may not be able to make every change you want, need, or ask, but I'm willing to look at it because I want to make that the funnest and the greatest site in this country. I'm just really excited. Oh, and thanks to you up there in Calgary. You are the very first that I've shipped across the border. So I'm really excited. And it's coming to you via UPS. Actually, they just left here before I started this video, so 20 minutes ago. Enjoy it, guys. MyScreenKit.net. Do me a favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I am here to answer any and all questions about this industry, ideas, thoughts, ways to make it easier. I guess basically cheat the hard stuff, make it easier on you. I'm here for that. And of course, at MyScreenKit.net, there's a form on there where you can send me an email with a question, thought, or idea. King of Solar Screens at Gmail comes directly to my phone. That way I have it. Obviously, you can get on the website and ask a question as well. But I'm not always at the office because I love being out in front of you. I love it. I love meeting you guys. It's fun. Some of you are just, my gosh, you guys make me just laugh, and I turn as red as can be, and tears, and then some of you I can't wait to get away from you. Don't let me say that. But either way, MyScreenKit.net. I thank you guys for your time. Y'all have a blessed weekend. The eclipse is coming up this Monday, so enjoy that. Stay safe wherever you're at. God bless you guys. Thank you. How do I stop this thing?